Yes, season 5, man. The Gilberts are camped out at the Salvatore Mansion, and you know, I guess you take the good with the bad. You get the girl, take the brother. Sort of like mother-in-law. You know, when the mother-in-law moves in,
right? Now, Damon and Jeremy have they've had some like bromance stuff. Like they kind of get along at times, but maybe the other times they don't. Is it safe to say they're not getting along at this point?
So they don't get along. You know, Damon has to protect Jeremy. It's his girlfriend's brother.
Right.
If something happens to him, he's not getting laid.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Plain and simple.
And Damon and Elena I'm hearing they're in a good place at the start of the season. What is kind of their biggest challenge in their relationship, if there is one?
Maybe that she's 18 and he's 172. Maybe? No. I think the greatest challenge is Mystic Falls. Mystic Falls is, while it's pretty and very Norman Rockwell, it's very Norman Rockwellian. Mm-hmm. It's Rockwellian, we should call it. But it's a very toxic environment. Mm-hmm. Things happen in this little town, and what's great about it is that yes, it's pretty and it's got this amazing feel, but on the dark underbelly of Mystic Falls, it's called the supernatural dark underbelly, is significant. So it's the Vampire Diaries. You can't stay that happy that long. Okay. Otherwise there'd be no drama.
Exactly.
Without drama, you can't. We don't TV show.
Okay. We have the Stefan doppelganger with Silas masquerading as.
Wait, what?
Oh, spoiler! Does Damon kind of suspect something's up with his brother? We know it's not his brother, or is he totally fooled?
No, they're pretty fooled, and it's cool. I like watching. Paul truly enjoys playing Silas. It's a completely different. Obviously, yes, it's a completely separate character with a whole different set of values, a whole different set of agendas, a whole different set of nuances as a character in and of itself. And so, you know, Elena gets Catherine, and now Stefan gets Silas. And because I forget, you know, Damon, while he has his times of being a complete pansy, and falling in love and pining and crying and stuff like that, he's a really fun guy. So I come to work and I just basically screw around all day. Yeah. So a lot of, even in these very dire, dangerous, dark situations, Damon typically has a twisted, sadistic, somewhat comical outlook of the actual, you know, situation that he's presented with. So it's great to see my peers, my co-stars, my brethren, mm-hmm. sister, and it's not even a word, but you get my point.
I got your point.
Get to sort of, you know, go and experience all these other components of these different characters. But no, to answer your question, they're totally fooled, and it's going to be quite a challenge. And I think Damon's up for that challenge.
Okay. I know Catherine's a little different now. She's human. It takes some of her pizzazz away. Is Damon kind of reveling in that a little bit, that she's kind of gotten what she wished for, but maybe isn't so happy?
You know, I honestly don't even think he cares. I think it's just he's so... And by the way, I could be wrong, and Julie Plec may fire me or fine me tomorrow, but I don't know. He is so focused on Elena, excuse me, and helping his brother, that, you know, there's never going to not be that bitterness toward Catherine. Mm-hmm. And while she's less harmful, she's not as harmful now, due to the fact that she doesn't have any physical power, and she's sort of living amongst the constraints of mortality and humanity. But I don't know if he feels either way. I just know that she's around, and she fills Elena's head with a bunch of shit that he doesn't want her to. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And so I think he would rather just be gone.
Okay. I also want to ask about your foundation. What are you focusing on right now? You know, you always have so many different things going on with that.
It's a really big time for us. Thank you for asking. No, it's a really exceptional time for us. We have a huge birthday project that's happening right now. It's we're launching it. I have to go actually have a conversation about it now. We're launching this campaign. It's my birthday campaign. It's you know, I don't want any gifts from anyone, and I hate asking people for anything, but we're asking 1 million of the 7 billion on Earth to donate my age and dollar amount, which is $35, and it's just going to allow us to start and really put into motion a lot of these incredible programs. I mean, whether it's the sanctuary, pilot schools, charter schools, building this curriculum that's going into all these educational centers, it's mind-blowing what's happening with ISF. And then next month is also a very big month. I'm very fortunate to be awarded, awarded is weird, I guess given. Condé Nast does this thing every year called the Visionary Awards, and it's really an incredible, let me rephrase that so I don't sound, I'm going to figure out how to say this.
Sure.
It is a very interesting and amazing group of people that they deem are doing really great things in the world. Last year was, Richard Branson, Jeffrey Sachs, Hillary Clinton. I mean, it's just the people who are literally changing our world, and they're giving me one this year.
Nice.
And that's pretty amazing. That's happening next month on top of my UN designation. So it's all ISF. I mean, if I'm there, but it's a pretty trippy thing because I go and I give a 20-minute or 25-minute speech at the UN General Assembly as like an official designation into the United Nations. So there's a lot of really exciting things happening on top of closing this land deal for the sanctuary, and it's cool. And building a book, we've written a book that's this entire curriculum, this really cool holistic framework for life for young people. Pretty cool.
That's nice.
Yeah,
all right.
It's cool.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, Ian.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Bye, guys. And thank you guys, by the way. You guys are so good to us. And even when you're not good to us, it still gets a lot of press.
All right. Thank you.